We'll record
Okay.
at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Should we start at like a YouTube video for
Which one?
What's going on, guys? It's your boy O-Drive here.
Oh my god, that's so funny. You could do one where you like jump up into the frame. Like, what was that thing? Equals 3? Was it
equals 3? Yeah.
Yeah. Jimmy Ray Johnson, or whatever the fuck his name was. I don't know.
Yeah. Wasn't it Ray William Johnson?
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, Squish.
Why I called him
Jim William Johnson. Old Jimmy Johnson.
Good old JJ.
Right, we will jump in because this is going to be a long video. But we are doing a Showdown Hunters tier list of legendary skins. We will do more for weapons and weapon skins. I'm joined by Ryu. His link will be down below. But also his Twitch link as well. We can put Twitch on YouTube now. I think they've changed that. I think it was proven a myth, wasn't it? The algorithm thing.
No, it wasn't a myth. It was that it got rumbled. So YouTube were like, "No, this has never existed." Everyone was like, "No, it has." We had to call it the Purple Channel.
Pretty much, yeah. That's all I was doing for ages. I actually had a thing in my description saying the Purple Channel, and then I just put my username rather than a link, so I couldn't be caught up.
Yeah.
Right, we'll jump in because it's going to be a long list. But we'll start off with, I think, right, we're going to go tier list. So if you should be able to see them, but it's Bayou Legend, top tier, solid choice, could be better, memes and dreams, and finally, in the wise words of Shrek, get out of my swamp.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to start off with possibly a Bayou Legend instantly because our first skin up is Billy Story.
Okay.
And I think just because of how rare he is, I know he's coming back, but he's the original, like, rare skin.
Okay.
It's a Twitch drop. But I think he's definitely somewhere near the top, I'd say.
Yeah, but he's not that rare. If they're not only are they bringing him back with the next round of Twitch drops, but he's kind of cool. He reminds me a lot of what's that film?
I know Gangs of New York. Yeah, I think that's pretty much who he's based on.
He is, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's cool. I obviously don't own him yet.
Neither do I. It's the one in this list which is going to have a padlock on.
Yeah.
So that's why he's a bit darker.
It will change. But I don't know. I don't see many people using him, and when I do, it does make me go, "Oh, it's him."
I think there was a bug with him for a while, which if people were using him, it was crashing your game.
Oh God!
And I think it was when they added, like, they changed everyone so you could actually see, like, their arms, couldn't you? Because there was a time when the original, like, legendary skins, they just had default, like, T1 Hunter arms, which had nothing to do with their. And I think when they changed Billy's Story, it started just crashing people's games whenever they were using them.
Well, he's got a fur coat. Like, how do you animate a fur coat? Like, yeah, he's for me. He would be a solid choice. Yeah,
solid choice.
Yeah, for me,
we can stick him in solid choice. We can always come back and change stuff later. Right, that's
already you saying no. He should have gone in Legend.
No, the only reason I had Legend is because of how rare he is. But like you say, he is coming back. He is.
He's not gonna be rare anymore.
Do you think he's gonna come back the same? Because I've seen a lot of people on the old Twitter saying that they don't want him to come back the same because they want him to stay a rare skin and they want him to be like bitten or something like that, like almost like the Bad Hand that we'll get to.
Yeah. If they can take the fucking fur coat off, man. Why is he wearing a fur coat in a Louisiana swamp?
I mean, you could say that for a few that are coming up on this list.
Well, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. But let's yeah. I kind of feel like at that point, art department was smaller, so they've basically just recolored Billy Story's coat or or the other way round. You know who I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
They've recolored that character's coat and just been like, yeah, fuck it, roll with it. Don't give him a top hat though.
just well, I take off the bandana. If you take off the
Yeah,
bandana
yeah.
and top hat, it's just Billy's story all along. That's
Yeah,
what the
oh my
Twitch
God.
drop's going to be. It's just going to be him. Just it was me. It was me all along.
Yeah, it was me all along, Austin. Oh man.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I really hope they do that now. That should just be the drop for it. Right.
Yeah. Reveal Black Coat is actually Billy's story.
We'll jump along to the first. I've got them in the list of how they appear on the if you go to pick them, by the way, so that's the order that I've got them in. But the next one up is the Night Acolyte.
Oh,
which is a nice it's the female of the two.
Get out of my swamp. She's so terrible.
Get out of my swamp straight away.
Straight away. I don't pick that character ever.
They tried to bring it back, didn't they? Because the Night Acolyte itself, but not the Night Acolyte, sorry, the Night Seer is one of the 4 skins for the serpent.
Well, then why isn't she one of the options? That would make the most sense, because then you could have a team. You could have if you're in duos, one of you could pick Night Seer, one of you could pick Night Acolyte, and you could role play and have a team.
Yeah.
No, they didn't do that. So I don't know. I think Crytek dropped the ball on that one. Yeah, I don't pick her. I don't know what it is. I think she's really easy to see. Like I seem to be able to, like, when I'm playing.
It is just a bright white coat, isn't it? A bright white trench coat at the end of the day with black writing on it.
Yeah, but it's also the character shape. I think it's because she's got a mohawk. It kind of makes her head stick out a bit, you know? Like if she was wearing like just like a hat, or if she didn't have, like, she just had a shaved head, I think it would be slightly harder, because you see that mohawk and you just kind of like, straight away it's not a zombie. It doesn't matter how far you are. It's like a zombie. The white coat is just, yeah. Get out of my swamp.
Just straight in the first one, right? Next, and this one, I will fight you for to get her in the Bayou legend. It's the Weird Sister. I like the Weird Sister. This was one of the original Cains. This was one of the OG
She's wearing
Cains.
a purple jumper. How is she? How?
Oh, when she first came out in the nighttime maps, these skins. There was this one and one other that we're going to get to.
Right.
They came out at the same time, I think, and by God, they were difficult to see.
But she, okay, oh yeah, all right. Okay, nighttime, anything's hard to see. But she's wearing a purple jumper, dude.
I definitely want this one in one of the top 2.
Yeah, I would put her above Billy's story for me. Like I do pick her. I don't pick her as much, but now I've got pretty much all of the skins. I've got so many to go through. So there are the ones I pick over her, but yeah, she's definitely top tier for me.
Right, we'll go top tier. We'll leave Bayou Legend yet. There is one which I am going to argue with you for about 2 hours in this video. Why there should be a Bayou Legend.
All right.
But that's a long way off just yet. Right. Next is our first visit into memes and dreams, I'd say, because we've got the Redshirt.
Oh, he's fun. I like picking Redshirt. In fact, one of my level 50 legendaries is Redshirt.
Did you pick him though because he was good, or did you pick him for a meme loadout?
I picked him for fun. Yeah, I didn't pick him because I was expecting it. Like, right, I'm gonna play out of my fucking skin here, and I'm gonna, no, I picked him for a laugh. You can put him in memes and dreams, but I think
I will say that memes and dreams doesn't necessarily mean bad. I think there's going to be a few people in here in this memes and dreams one which are not bad, and some of them are bad, but they're still a meme. I would say it's just that the character himself to have a massive target on his front and back is definitely more of a meme loadout. Just, I'm here, shoot me. Like, I've ran him with a bomb lance and stuff like that. She's literally just got a massive target.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like you've kind of built that category specifically for this guy and a couple of others.
Yeah.
But I would still happily pick Redshirt for just for shits and giggles. Like, his loadout for me was he had fanning. I took chain pistol with like bleeding bullets and chain pistol with FMJ.
Just
And
got someone bleeding and then fired through a wall at high speed.
yeah, yeah, dude. Like I actually have I have a saved highlight of uh when it actually came in clutch. Um, I got rezzed at what lumberyard, and I was on the roof in between the two buildings. So you got like the boss building, then you've got like the sheds outside that are
Yeah,
connected by the roof. Um, so I jumped out onto the roof to rush the guy because I had FMJ, and he downed me, and then I got res by necro. As I stood up and I look behind me, he's the guy's just climbing through the window. I just unload my chain pistol straight in. Like I just wipe him out. We won the match.
yeah.
So
Like I
that
say,
was good fun.
memes and dreams isn't necessarily it's a bad skin. Like I'd argue that he's also probably solid choice for that. I think
Yeah,
he's definitely a. I don't think he's a
but you,
top tier of the Bayou, but he's a. I don't think
no,
you can improve on him.
but when you see other players playing as him, whether he beats you or not,
You
you
don't care.
do sort
You sort
you
of
don't
just
care.
you tip
It's
your
you
hat to
kind of
them
just
like, yeah, you're running him.
yeah, yeah. You kind of go, oh, fair play. Yeah, fair play to you. Yeah, you're playing Redshirt. You know, you either outgunned me or I outgunned you. But yeah, you don't have. There's no malice there. There's
You
no
don't
bad feeling
you
there
don't
when
normally
they
get
do.
shot by like a bush Wookie red shirt
No,
that's camping
no,
a
you
bounty.
don't.
It's
No,
not that
he's
sort of
usually
player.
charging you with a
Yeah,
bomb lance or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
um,
No, yeah, I like him.
yeah. Up next, this one's going to be interesting because it's one that I hardly played, but he's one of the first legendaries. I think it's Carcass
Okay.
Gunrunner, the
Oh,
blacksmith or train.
could be better.
Could be bear. I mean, we can go
Yeah.
straight there.
I mean, I'll be honest. You should have put memes and dreams in the middle.
I can put memes and dreams in the middle.
No, don't mess
No,
it up now.
that's fine. I can do that.
Oh, okay.
It's just an arrow.
Oh,
So
oh, okay. Oh, I didn't realize. Yeah, okay. Because you see, memes and dreams is kind of like your average, right?
yeah,
Like you can have fun with these characters. Anything below that, you can't really, or you either don't like them or you can't have fun with. I don't. I think Carcass Gunrunner could be better.
yeah. That's yeah, yeah. I'll go with that. I hardly ever use them. I think I've used them once.
I don't even own him. I don't think.
I think he's just a BB one, isn't he? He's just a BB unlock.
Oh, okay.
So you might get him through the black market that you've got now. But
Oh, I don't spend my blood bonds on black markets. It's basically loot boxes.
well, the black market you don't. It's not all blood bonds. So you just get weapons for cheaper. Like I got a crossbow for $18 hunt. If you already own the item, it's just $100, but a lot cheaper. So you can cycle through and get weapons that way.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, he's okay, but there's just nothing appealing apart from the fact that he can clearly bench 600 pounds.
Yeah,
There's nothing really that stands that makes me want to play as him or anything or pick him. He's just very. And when I see him, people playing as him, I'm just like, oh, okay, whatever. You know, you might as well. For me, it's the same reaction as just seeing a tier 1 or a tier 2. I'm just not fast.
yeah. I'd say he's
I'm
definitely
not
a
like,
tier
oh,
two sort of hunter, isn't he?
mm,
There's not much standing out about him for a legendary.
no.
Unlike the next one,
Mm.
because the next one's got quite a bit standing out for them. Because we'll jump onto the Bone Doctor.
I like the Bone Doctor. I would put him in top tier.
Top
I
tier.
like the Bone Doctor. Yeah, I really do. I like the Bone Doctor skin. I get annoyed when I get killed by him because he's quite easy to see.
Are we going ahead of the Weird Sister in terms of ranking, or do you want to do that at the end? We'll go back.
No, let's do that at the end. Or I mean, does it matter? I mean, you know,
We can do the top
it,
one as in order anyway. If we get multiple in
yeah,
the top,
I really like the Bone Doctor. It's a good skin. The lore behind the character is pretty cool. Fits in with um the lore. Fits in with the lore of the story, everything. Yeah, I like him. Bone Doctor's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, we'll get on to the one that we were talking about earlier because it's Billy Story's uncle. It's the black coat.
Eh, could be better. Could be better. It's just a dude in a top hat and a coat. He almost seems meme-like to me. He
He's
almost like if we didn't have an actual Ebenezer Scrooge DLC, I would have said that he's the closest to an Ebenezer Scrooge.
yeah, yeah. I agree with that. It's he's definitely one that for some reason I don't know why he's sort of been labelled as the tryhard skin, and I don't know if that's just on console or not. But I've seen a few people say, "Oh, there's a tryhard black coat," but I've not had an issue spotting a black coat. There's a few more on this list that I do have issues spotting.
Yeah. Well, we know there's definitely one at least. Yeah, I don't know what it is about him. There's just nothing. A bit like Carcass Gunrunner. It's just a guy in a big black fur coat with a top hat. And I think it's the top hat that puts me off. I don't know what it is. He just looks like one of those really shitty train robbers from in the Western day, like in the Wild West. Like he's the one that gets on, trips over his own feet, fires his gun, kills his partner or something, and then he's like, he gets away with maybe like a lady's handkerchief.
I have used him a bit, but I have to admit, as soon as the next Twitch drop comes out, I will be using Billy Story every time over the black coat.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if I had the choice between the two,
yeah,
it does just become null and void when Billy Story becomes more open to the masses.
I can understand why he's very popular in the night maps because he's very, very cloaked.
Yeah.
But he's just there's nothing he's just meh.
Yeah, I'll agree with could be better. Next one is Sheriff Hardin.
Oh, he's top tier. 100%.
Top tier.
Yeah, 100%.
Straight in at top tier.
Top tier. Yeah. Like he's such an obvious skin. Like he doesn't blend in, but he is very cool. Like he's got like the
he fits the theme.
He does. He really does.
A lot more than what most of them do, I'd say.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And he not only does he fit the theme, he's actually like quite a big part of the lore as well.
Yeah.
I like him. I really do. I don't pick him as much these days because they've since released others that I much prefer.
So are you happy in top tier, or because he's so much part of the lore as well in Hunter, you wanting to bump him up, be the first?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, he is a legend as far as the lore goes, but would I pick him over others? No. But that's not that. Then this is your list as well. So
No,
if you think he
I
should
hardly
be a
pick
legend,
I hardly pick him. To be fair, I'm similar to you, but it is just the fact that he is so heavily involved in the lore of this game that he's. It's almost like his right to be a legend.
yeah, but then you could say that about some of the others that are coming up too.
Yeah, I suppose. The next one, I'm torn between two places to put him, and I'll see what you think. It's the Reverend.
Oh, okay. Only because of Crash, he doesn't go in the memes. Not the memes. He doesn't go in the could be better pile because he's very much. I think he's overlooked. I think he goes in either solid choice or memes and dreams.
They were the two that I was torn between.
Yeah, because I mean, let's be honest here, right? He's got the guns that come with the skin are nice, but he just I don't know why I don't pick him. I don't. It's not because of his glistening fucking head that is. It's more just
the only reason I'd say memes and dreams is because every time I use him, I always go for the Lord's Prayer as his pistol and the altar boy.
The altar boy.
Yeah. And just have like a full blown
role playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a full blown memes and dreams loadout.
Oh, he is though. I mean, why would you pick him if you weren't just having a laugh? I mean, okay, that sounds ridiculous because you can just pick him. You know, if you own the DLC, you can buy him.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. Reverend's cool. I mean, again fits in with the story. Although he hasn't really got much in the story. He's just sort of watched his flock or his
Yeah.
congregation
Pretty much. Yeah.
just turn and just fucking turn and eat each other, and he sent them to Jesus. So
Just for the fact that you had to say that, like, sent him to Jesus, I'm sticking him at memes and dreams, because that's how you end up playing the Reverend. You kill someone and you kill someone and then you either give a sermon or just shout something ridiculous as you kill someone.
Yeah. Okay. Memes and dreams. Okay.
Right. Who's up next? It is the second part of the deadly duo. It's the Night Seer.
He's shit as well. He's like a what do they call them? College. I could have formulated that sentence so much better. But like college films, like when people are like studying for like film and TV.
Yeah.
And directing and all this, and like they make these really crappy college films.
Yeah.
He's like a college film Morpheus. He's when they they take a premise and then they twist it. So basically, imagine Event Horizon on Earth, but the Matrix, and that's where you end up with the Night Seer.
Yeah.
Because he's got all the he's got like the eyes drawn on him, and he's got like all the markings and stuff on his. But he's wearing a trench coat, which is white, not black trench coat, because then people would be like, "Oh shit, look, it's Morpheus." So he has to be like the Equilibrium Christian Bale thing, and he has to be different from Keanu Reeves. And he's wearing the white trench coat with the thing. I think he's not Get Out of My Swamp, but he's definitely could be better.
Yeah, I agree. It's the mohawk on the Night Acolyte that puts her down there. So it's
I just don't like her skin. I think it's just shit. Shit.
I have seen quite a few people play him in this event. I know it's because he's the easiest one to get, because I think the others are all. I think most of them are DLC, aren't they? The other ones. So this is the BB Hunter that people can use.
Yeah, because the only other ones is the Nun, the Witch Hunter, and
the Prescient. And then also Daughter of Decay is now in it as well.
Oh yeah, but she got added. She got added late. She doesn't count.
Yeah,
she was not available at the beginning of the event, so I don't count her. Anyway, carry on.
Right. So next one, we could either go for solid choice or again memes and dreams. My two for this one anyway. It's the Phantom. He stands out a lot, but you know what you're doing for the Phantom.
I really, really like the Phantom. For me, it would be a solid choice, but yeah, just the mask, the cape. Yeah, it's almost like asking to be shot at, but he is a solid choice. He's a very, very cool skin. He's got absolutely fuck all to do with the story. Like he's a lawyer apparently, who's just got a penchant for stealing women and doing opera.
The art department got really high, watched Phantom of the Opera, they came in the next day and were like, we need him.
It's like the people at Studio Ghibli. When they were making My Neighbor Totoro, they just take a fucking hit on a booth and then they just go cat bus and they run. Like what? You're like, we need a new DLC, guys. Fucking Phantom of the Opera, yeah. How did he get to the Bayou? Fuck knows. Like what? Okay. Like I don't know. Write some bullshit backstory. Yeah, he was a Louisiana lawyer. That'll do. Like okay, all right. Nah, he's cool. He's cool. He's almost a meme. But I do see a lot of good players picking him, so I'd put him in solid choice. Yeah.
Yeah, solid choice is fine. The next one is Llorona's Heir.
Top tier for me. No, wait, no. Sorry, I got her mixed up with Sophia. No. She can be Llorona's Heir. Solid choice for me. Although
quite.
her big white blouse does sort of give her away.
It's a
But then
big
you
it's
see
a big
now
white blouse and a massive top hat, but it's a nice skin.
it's not. No, that's not a top hat, bro.
Well, whatever it is.
That is not a top hat.
Well, you know what I meant.
It's just a big hat.
A big hat.
Yeah, I don't want to say sombrero because it's not a
It's
sombrero.
a semi sombrero.
Well, yeah, I guess I like her. I think her skin is very cool. There's a lot of detail that's got into it clearly. But if we're going to approach this from the angle of, oh well, how stealthy are they, this that, and the other, then obviously people like the Black Coat and the Bone Doctor would be in the legend tier.
Yeah,
Um, but no, we're doing this based on how we feel about the character and everything, isn't it? So
yeah,
yeah, I'd pick Llorona's Heir. I have done in the past. I've picked Llorona's Heir.
yeah. No, I picked
Yeah,
her quite a bit. She's a good choice to be fair.
yeah,
Um,
she's a good skin to have. It's just unfortunate that she's just a bit easier to be seen than others. That's all. And that's the only reason why she doesn't get picked that much. I think she's just easier to spot.
yeah, and the next one you can sort of add to that whole role playing
Oh,
list if you wanted to go in as a full squad, because the next one is a Marshal Brewer. If you wanted the sheriff and the marshal,
oh yeah, I do like Marshall Brewer. Yeah, she's cool. Yeah, she would be solid choice or top tier. Yeah.
I'd say solid choice. I don't think she's quite as good as the sheriff, just because of the
Oh,
sheriff's
okay.
lore. But saying that,
Yeah.
this is to me how these sort of skins should be done. Like, there's a
Yeah.
lot of skins on this list which are just ridiculously hard to see on nighttime maps. But with this, there's no, even though she's dressed head to toe in black gear, you've still got like a bit of the face showed, you've still got a bit of red. There's bits which you can see sticking out. It's not like one that we'll get to
Yeah.
later on, which is just completely head to toe, like
Yeah.
just all covered so you can't see anything. Like this, you
Yeah,
can sort of
Gillis-
differentiate something that you can see and go, that's actually a player in that bush or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
why I'd say solid choice on that one.
I like the character design with the eye patch and the burn, like the burn mark on her face and stuff. I like the character design as well. So yeah, I'd go Marshall Brewer, solid choice.
Yeah. The next one, again, you could mistake this one for a T1 hunter or a T2 hunter, to be
Oh,
fair. It's the rat.
oh, get out of my swamp. Hate it.
You going for a get out of my swamp?
Such a bad skin. I mean, if you want to be generous, you could put it in. Could be better, but there's a lot to get to correct with that skin.
Yeah, no, I'm happy. To me, it is. It's not
Why?
a legendary skin. That the
No,
story itself and the lore behind it. I mean, I've not read too much into this one, but there could be something there that suggests why. But to me, it just looks like a bog standard T2 skin.
the law is basically she she like had to eat rats and had to hide for in tunnels and shit. I think that's pretty much it. Like that's but she's I mean she's pretty camouflaged too. Like her clothing's like grey, like a kind of dark matted sort of like mocked grey all
Yeah.
the way down from the hat all the way down, and she's got the long hair and everything.
You would think though,
Like
if someone's like hidden tunnels, you would have like rips on that top, or there'd be mud stained or something on it that would be different than just a grey and grey, like they've not done anything.
It's very, very plain. There is nothing on that skin that says to me, "This is a legendary hunter that you should pick."
Mm.
There's nothing about it. You're right. It could be a tier 2 or tier 3 even.
Yeah,
There is just nothing. That's why I think it's Get Out of the Swamp. Night Acolyte is different because she's just shit. But this one, the reason why it's in Get Out of the Swamp is because it's just pointless. In my honest opinion, they've just given a character a bit of lore, done a bit of drawing. They haven't improved it. They haven't sort of given her anything that makes her really stand out. If you put her in a if she was in a random with two other tier 2s, I'd be like, yeah, that was a team of tier 2s.
yeah,
Wouldn't even I would It would only be to when I got close to loot them, I'd be like, oh shit, that was the rat. Okay.
yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
fair. The next one, again, someone that I've used a couple of times, and I think it was because the last event he was one of the ones that gave you a boost. It's the researcher.
Oh, memes and dreams for me, 100%.
Yeah.
It's Doc Brown.
Yeah.
They know what they were doing.
Yeah.
They knew exactly what they were doing. It's Doc Brown. Even the shape of the face and everything.
Yeah.
It's just a shame that he doesn't. Great Scott! It's just a shame he doesn't. The characters don't have sound quips.
Yeah.
That's one thing I think the legendaries could all have is like just one sound bite.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if that's because they'd have to pay voice actors and stuff and get them all in. Do stuff like that. I know.
They're not exactly short of a few quid.
But yeah,
anyway,
they'll do that.
He's memes and I wouldn't pick him unless we're doing like a joke or something.
Could arguably stay in that tier with the next one because it's the Mountain Man. This skin, by the way, I will point out, is far better on PC because console players have not lived until they've seen this bear because we've got physics on the PC where that bear head jiggles.
Moves, yeah.
And the mouth moves, the bear head jiggles.
So
PC is just static. They don't move on console, sorry.
Can I just say why I don't think he belongs in memes and dreams and why I think he needs to go into either top tier or solid choice?
Yeah. Because
somebody said something while they were streaming about the character skin that has made me just I just can't think about it now. Somebody called him Winnie the Pooh. And they said this is what this is the what did they say? This is the anime. This is the 1980s like Fist of the North Star anime Winnie the Pooh.
I genuinely thought for a second you were going to say it's something to do with like, was it the Revenant? Was that it? DiCaprio? He's just like being spooned by a bear. This is the aftermath of their. After they do that. They then cuddle.
Well, there is that too. But no, because somebody referred to him as Winnie the Pooh.
I'll stick it in top. He's got camouflage, and to be fair, I've once seen, and it is one of the funniest things because obviously he's taller than most. I've once just seen like the head of the bear just bobbing behind a bush or something. Yeah. It just looks like a random animal just out there. So you like try to spot someone, all of a sudden there's this bobbing head with a jaw flapping open and shut.
Yeah, I really like him, and I would definitely pick him more. I just haven't. I don't know why. Oh, I don't know why. I don't buy a lot of legendary characters really, but yeah, he's definitely in my selection of characters that. If I was like scrolling through, like if I had to pick a legendary and we're scrolling through, I might stop on him and go, yeah, why not?
Okay.
So if they have that sort of draw for me, then yeah, they deserve to be top tier or at least solid choice.
So the next one, I'm probably going to butcher this, so you'll have to correct me. But I think it's Zhongqi. Is that how you say it?
Oh yeah,
Zhong. Yeah.
Well, it's probably Zhongqi, but it's fine. He's another could be better. He really could. It's almost embarrassing that how amazing. Well, there's one coming up, and you know he's going straight in my legend tier because just of how fucking cool he looks. But Zhongqi, yeah, Zhongqi. It's probably even Zhongqi. I don't know. It depends if they are using Mandarin or Cantonese pronunciation, but. Yeah.
Again, he looks to me just like a T3 hunter. This one,
yeah.
Compared to some of the others, it's just a T3 hunter that they've gone. Yeah. That's a legend.
Yeah, he literally just They just put him in the random generator and gave him Asian features. Yeah, he's almost like what has he got to do with the story? Nothing. You could tell me that's Krillin. That's no. That's what we're doing. He is. Oh, you don't really know Dragon Ball Z, do you?
Yeah. No, I used to watch
it.
You do?
Yeah. Okay, good. Right. Yeah. So he is the Hunt Showdown Krillin. I might actually pick him more now because of that.
You just talked yourself into put him into legend. He's now Krillin.
He's the Hunt Showdown Krillin. Like he's there, but no one really likes him. Like if you were playing a fighting game,
at next Looney event, he's just going to have a full head of hair, and then that'll be his stage 2, and then he'll go back.
GT was Garbo. Okay. Anyway, carry on.
We're sticking with the
Do you
lunar
agree
event.
with that, though?
Yeah, no, yeah. To me, it's
Could be
a
better.
it's a T3 skin,
Yeah.
and he does have a lot of potential. When you see the ones
Yeah.
around him, then
Yeah.
I'd argue
That's the
that he could even drop
thing.
down to get out of my swamp compared to the ones around him. But
Oh,
he is
yeah.
he is
Yeah.
compared to even this one, the next lunar event one was
Go on.
Dead Blessing.
See now, she's much better. Not only does she convey what they were looking for in the aesthetic, but she's got a fucking sampan on her back. I mean, you can't get more stereotypical than that, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, she even looks a bit like Michelle Yeoh. If you don't know who she is, go look her up. But I think definitely solid choice.
yeah,
100 times better than Zhongqi. Yeah,
yep. That's fine by me. Stick her in solid
yeah.
choice.
She's solid choice. Although I have to admit I don't pick her that much because there is another one that's even better than her. But
So,
again,
for
like,
some reason, they've split up the lunar event ones, so the one you're thinking of is a while to come yet.
yeah, I know, and that's okay because they're not technically even from the same country
Yeah,
of origin. So they didn't do very well with the Chinese characters. They're a bit shit.
yep. No,
Well,
that's...
she's okay, but he's awful. Like they literally were just like, oh look, it's Jet Li in Once Upon a Time in China. Let's use him. You know, yeah. Carry on.
Up next, possibly one of the first Bayou legends, and it is a bit of a weird one. It's the Revenant.
He's fun. Meme and dreams for
Memes and
me.
Dreams.
For me, memes and dreams. I don't run the Revenant thinking, yeah, I'm gonna get into level 50 and absolutely wipe servers. I'm like,
He was one of my
I
first level
am
50 hunters. Because I don't know if it's because of my level at the time, but or if it was because he was new and people just thought I was genuinely a zombie walking around. It was just like, because you could be like, it's not the same, like, he's not got the same tone as the grunts, which is I think what they've done, so you can't obviously just think he's a grunt. But the amount of times where I was like out in the open seeing someone, I was like, oh shit, I'm dead here, and they just didn't shoot, whether they thought I was a grunt or whatever. They didn't like run up to punch me, but I was literally just running down a road at times, and there was a player in front of me, and I was like, I'm dead. And I just like had to slowly try and veer off into a bush. But because they weren't shooting, I was like, I've got to make this look like it's a grunt. And obviously you move quicker than them. So in the end, I was like slowly just shimmying my way towards a bush, dived in it and managed to survive. I don't know how. Genuinely don't know how. But yeah, I can see why it's memes and dreams as well. We can stick him there.
Yeah, he's just, yeah, like you said, he's white shirt, his skin is so goddamn pale, you know. Oh yeah, and the other thing for me as well is the first person view of his hands. It's just so gross. It makes me feel ill. I feel like this brother needs some serious vitamin D.
This
You know.
The next one is going to be where we argue. This is going to be a massive argument. This isn't the one I was talking about by legend, by the way, because I'm going to say memes and dreams. You're going to say get out of my swamp. It's the Redneck.
Oh. Yeah, he's get out of my swamp. Well, I can see why he'd be in memes and dreams.
I just like running a shotgun. The amount of times I've run a shotgun and just shouted "Get off my lawn" and just started chasing someone with a shotgun dressed as him, and just picked up a pitchfork and just ran at someone with a pitchfork as dressed as him with a tomahawk.
I mean, yeah. It's just the character just makes me feel sick. I just hate him so much. He's just gross. I don't. And people are going to go, "Oh, it's because he's fat." No, it's not because he's fat. It's because that all he's wearing is a dungaree. Like, he's freeballing down there.
Yeah,
he's not wearing pants.
No, well, it's hot in Louisiana. You smell his balls wafting like in the town over, and then he comes charging at you.
There is no need for this character. There's literally no, and the fact that they've added more lore for him than some of the others in the list is just fucking embarrassing.
Shall we say now on the video that if we get 15 likes, Ryu will do a full stream where he plays nothing but Redneck? A full 5-hour stream, nothing but Redneck games.
I hate you so much. Put
Right.
him where you want. I don't care.
I'll
This is your decision now. I don't care.
I'll go with you because I'll go with you on this one. So later on, when I say I want one in the Legends, because it's coming up.
Oh,
The-
is this a trade off?
Yeah, this is going to be my trade.
I tell you, you know what? Let's keep it fair. Put him in memes and dreams. That's kind of the middle of the pack.
Okay.
Put him in memes and dreams, because yeah, I can see why people would meme as him. You know, like what was it? There was 3 people just all camping out at Salter's Pork, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we're all with
Just beat
pitchforks
him.
and
yeah, shotguns and pitchforks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. The next one again.
I'm
I
not
don't
giving
think
you a free pass for a legend that I might disagree with.
the next one is the Archaeologist.
Yeah, I almost won't.
I mean, I feel like we're being very
Could be
sexist now that we've just got women. Get out of my swamp.
Okay, it could be better. It could be
No,
better.
because the thing is, I agree with you. It's just again, it's a T2 hunter. It's literally just a hunter with a hat.
It's
bright blue.
it's an old woman with a little handbag that has that she likes pretty stones. Are we I mean, shouldn't she have a handler or something? I mean, like a carer or something. I mean, someone should be like pushing her around in a wheelchair or something?
Yeah.
No, she's definitely not. When I see someone playing as her, I'm like, okay, this is either a joke or they have bought the base pack, the base like thing that comes with like 5 legendaries, and this is one of them, and they're just using it because it's free.
Yeah. Yeah. Very much so.
Yeah, she's awful. What a rubbish skin as well. Blue.
Okay.
Like-
Yeah, it's a T. For me, it's just a T2 hunter. It's not T3 because it's not like the T3 ones are like blend in or something like that. This one's bright blue. There's nothing really going on for her in that one.
No. Not only does I mean, even if they blend it in, it's like it's just a.
She was in the same
rubbish
DLC
skin.
as the archaeologist, or the researcher, wasn't she?
Yeah, I know, but the
Yeah.
researcher is based. Okay.
Based on Doc, yeah.
Right. Okay. Right. Yeah, it's based on Doc Brown. Okay. If you wanted to go archaeologist, there's a really, really famous like movie and TV archaeologist.
Yeah.
His name kind of sounds like an American state and then a Welsh surname. Just saying, there's guy. You could have gone with she could have looked more like him. Brown, sort of mid-length coat, hat, like tan trousers.
I mean,
the classic look, or with the shirt, with the bag, and
I know the one you've gone for there, but I'm not gonna like say it as like discreet as you did. I was just gonna say she could have even been your man from Jurassic Park. just stick him in there.
Oh, okay, yeah. What's his name? Sam. I can't remember. Sam Neill. Is that his name?
Yeah,
can't remember.
I think that is.
Whatever.
But
yeah, she could have been.
It's an archaeologist.
It's just called the Archaeologist.
Yeah,
she's in the Louisiana Bayou. Why? I'm pretty sure they don't have much archaeology study.
it was probably a fair few there, but trying to find them would be a pain in a in a bayou.
What's what I'm saying?
Up next, I think this one's going to be up near the top somewhere. It's the Ronin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ronin's cool. He's very cool. I fucking love the mask. For me, I mean the fact that he's got like that sort of like forest green kimono. Yeah, he's a absolute top tier / solid choice for me. Not quite a legend. Not quite. There is characters I pick over him, but he's definitely he's such a good skin.
Yeah. No, I'm happy with top tier for him. I knew it was going to be up near the top somewhere, so yeah, top tier is where I sort of had in mind.
Yeah,
he is. It's such a nice skin, and the weird thing is, I hardly see it used. I don't know if it's just me.
I
very rarely.
No, I think it's just because of the event. We're kind of thinking about modern, like our most recent memory,
Yeah,
like the short term recent memory. Like we're seeing so many Nightseers, so many presidents. We're seeing so many witch hunters and nuns just because of the event. I think once the event's done, people will go back to their other favorite skins, and I think we'll see a bigger variety again.
yeah. Uh, Next up could be now. This could be one of the first legends, I think, and I will say this one states a strong claim at being a legend. It's Fearless.
Yeah, yeah, Fearless is good. Like she's yeah. I really like the Fearless skin.
I think this could be our first, right at the
Yeah,
top of the
I'd be
pile.
happy to. Yeah, I'd be happy to put Fearless in Legend. I mean, I know that they were everyone's saying, "Oh, well, yeah, she's like the female Cain." It's like pretty sure that title's been changed, but okay. Like,
Yeah.
I don't find her hard to see because of the big like cat skull on her head.
Hey, Saber.
Uh,
Saber's come in and just said his only regular legendary pick is Fearless.
yeah, he does picks her a
It's
lot.
she
She is
has to
very
be
good.
she has to be the best, like one of the best in the game. Um,
Yeah,
and
she's
she
well
was the
designed.
original. She was the original Kane. This is the one that I
Okay.
was talking about came out with Weird Sister. I think they came out at roughly the same time,
Oh,
and it
okay.
was always just these pair being run.
Yeah.
But it was, yeah, the design
Yeah,
on is
she's
fantastic.
yeah,
Everything
she's
about her.
very well designed. Yeah, because the thing is she's very well designed. She's not too camouflaged because her arms. If when you look at the character in the dark, her arms don't have a lot of paint or whatever it is on her arms, so they stand out quite a lot. And because she's like not wearing a shirt or like she's wearing like a vest almost, it's like you can see her like the so when if you're looking at the character side on and she's holding a gun, like you will
Yeah,
see the L shape of her arm very easily, and you'll know that there's a character there, or whatever. I like her, and it's just yeah, she's just really really well designed.
yeah. Our first legend, and up next is Scrooge McScrooge. It's the Skinflint.
Memes and Dreams has to be. He's a fiction. He's a character of fiction.
Yeah,
He's sorry. He's based on a character of fiction. He has to be Memes and Dreams. You
yeah.
would only play him around Christmas.
I
I have
think
seen
I
people
think
play him
I've been
outside
playing
of
him
it.
outside of it. I think I've been playing him like before the event started. He was someone that I used to go to, especially with the
I just
what was it? I had a certain loadout that I'd use on him all the time, and I
the
can't.
penny shot.
Yeah, yeah. I just
The
start
penny
firing
shot.
pennies at
Yes.
people, and it's so good.
Oh yeah, yeah. See, that's what I mean. Memes. It's a meme. You would run Skinflint. You would run double like sawn off shotguns with or something with penny shot.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. It's a meme. Yeah,
yeah, and it'll be coming back. Well, if you haven't got any of these, they will be coming back out again soon. They'll be coming back up to Christmas where you can buy them.
yeah.
But next is Carter.
Hmm. He looks like a famous actor that they've almost like taken the face of an actor. I can't think who though. I want to say Burt Reynolds, but I don't think I'm right.
He's a
He
pirate.
actually bothers me, like because the face is so. It's not like they've just designed the face. It's like they've actually done a photorealistic face of a famous person, of a famous actor
Hmm.
with the moustache, and then they've just pasted it onto a frame.
The
And it weirds me out. It's almost like the face doesn't fit the head.
Yeah, the only
The
reason
mesh
I
of
would
the head.
say
Yeah.
the only reason I would now argue that he could also be put into memes and dreams is because I literally only ever play him now with the Sparks pistol and a saber and just go full pirate build.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Put him in memes and dreams then. Yeah.
That's
I
all.
only
If I ever run the Sparks pistol and a saber as my secondary and just have a full blown pirate and just run him, he's got
because
the
he does
feather in
have
his
a
cap.
stupid hat.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's got the hat with the fucking feather in it and everything. Yeah, yeah, he does look like a fucking corsair. Um, I think the only time I ever played him was quite a while ago now when Saber and Andy just started getting into the game, and I bought the DLC pack for Carter, and it came with his uh, mini Spectre.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it came with something else I can't remember, but it came with the mini Spectre, and I was just like, wow, this is absolute BB gun, fucking Nerf gun level bullshit. Like yeah, but he was cool. They've since the update where they redid all the legendary hands, like he literally looks like he's wearing Uggs on his hands. Like the next time you play Carter, look at his gloves. They like Uggs. They're like mitts. See, like he literally looks like they look like Arctic mitts. And you're going to enjoy only being able to see that from now on.
Thank you very much. Especially since the two weapons I use will be mainly his hands jumping out in front of me.
Yeah. He got killed by a guy wearing Uggs on his hands, dude.
Right. The next one we're getting into. This is where you want to come back in now. This is the North Star.
Oh, she has to go top tier, right?
Top tier.
She has to. She has to go top tier.
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
Yeah. She has to. Like she's a fantastic skin. Doesn't blend in at all because she's wearing red. But whenever I fight against someone that's playing as her, normally they kick my ass, but they're I respect it. I don't get mad. I'm just like fuck.
Yeah.
I feel like there's only a certain tier of player that picks North Star. I feel like it anyway.
Yeah.
Like yeah, she's not quite legend, but definitely solid choice or top tier.
Well, I feel like this next one is going to go straight into legend with you. It's the Sovereign.
Yeah, he has to. He's just he's perfect. The only reason why I don't pick him so much is literally because at the moment there's an event on. But actually, that's technically a lie. It's because I don't want to buy legendary hunters and then have to equip them as well. It kind of depends on who I'm playing with, but that's another thing altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sovereign. He's just the epitome of fucking cool. Like, yeah, especially for me, especially for someone like me. Like, I think actually that's probably why. Like, I think because of my ethnic relationship to these characters, like he is probably why he's a legend for me. But yeah, that's my choice. But but if you don't agree, that's fine.
No, that's fine.
This is your list too.
I'm
I feel
happy.
like I'm just telling you where it's for everybody.
I'm happy to concede that one because my one's coming up. Don't worry. It's not this one anyway, but this one's the Plague Doctor.
Swear to God. Oh, he's fucking cool. Yeah, definitely. I don't own him, of course, but I would definitely make him either legendary or top tier. He's fucking cool. I can't lie.
I'd say legendary for that one. It's a cool skin design. You're gonna get your chance to get him. He came out with was it a Scrapbeak?
Yeah,
he did come out with Scrapbeak.
Scrapbeak because I started playing.
That's the thing. I don't know. I've got him. I use him quite a bit. I'd normally what I used to love to do is, especially it's awkward because it was during COVID times. But I'd literally run the Plague Doctor and just bring 4 hive bombs and just start lobbing them at people, making them sick. And I'd use poison ammo, and that would be it. I'd literally just be making people ill. But that was my loadout as the Plague Doctor. I don't know how you're going to get him back unless they bring him into your favorite thing, which is the black market. I genuinely don't know because
if he's in the black market, I'll get him, but.
Because other skins sort of have unless it's a Twitch drop, because like Billy Story's coming back as a Twitch drop. This one, because he was out with the Scrapbeak event, it wasn't like he was out for a Halloween event where they can bring him back for Halloween and just make him cost more.
No, but they could bring him back for a Halloween event. He's kind of scary. He's kind of like a Halloweeny costume.
Yeah,
I agree with Saber. Pretty cool, kind of like you don't see him. Yeah, when you do see him, you're like, oh shit, look, it's Plague Doctor. Like you actually people actually go Plague Doctor, like oh my god, like
yeah,
not just like oh look, it's the archaeologist.
The poor archaeologist is being slammed.
At least it's not the night acolyte.
Right. Well, this is the one where this is my one, the one that I'd put in legend. It's the Prodigal Daughter. This is the one that I play all the time. As her.
I agree. She's awesome.
I'd have her straight in legendary.
Yeah. I agree. Superb superb skin. Not just because of the mask and everything. That just adds another layer of cool. But just the outfit, it's not an outfit that blends in my opinion, because I tend to see it quite easily. But I
No,
like the fact that they've used historical elements, like the fact that it's a army uniform, like
yeah,
yeah, I like that. I like that they've done that. They've sort of, rather than just come up with this fantasy like the Ronin and sort of these wild characters like the Phantom and shit. They've actually been like, okay, let's actually look at some of the history surrounding the US at the time of this game, and let's pick a little bit from there. So yeah, very
my
well done.
my only
Yeah.
change I would make to the skin, and it's literally, it's not even to the skin itself, is I really wish that if you got shot like between the eyes or something like that, obviously don't count it as armor, you should die. But I just want that little metal like ting sound rather than a headshot sound, as if you've gone through that mask. Like literally just like a
Oh,
little like ping off of metal. They like
you have to you'd have to create a brand new hitbox just
yeah,
for the
yeah, just for that.
mask.
Yeah. That's why I know they
Yeah,
don't do it for that reason, but it would just be like a little thing
yeah,
which would be nice. Just to have
yeah.
like a nice little ting, satisfying ting sound if you get a headshot right on it.
But you could have that with the Phantom's mask. You could have like wood breaking. You
Yeah,
know. Yeah, no, there's too many variables there. But yeah, that would be cool. But I don't think the CryEngine can handle it.
no.
It can barely handle itself at the moment. I'm not even kidding, dude. I looked. Where was I? Was I at Moses? I was at Moses or Seven Sisters. Looked straight across at prison. Half of it didn't render. I could see people running around inside. I was
Oh,
like, oh my
yeah,
god.
I've had that before, and I was like telling my teammates, I was like, yeah, there's someone in with the boss. And he was like, how'd you know? And I was like, because I can see them. It just hasn't rendered in.
Yeah, the walls haven't rendered
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then weirdly enough, the other day, like I
Yeah.
know my internet's not the best, so sometimes I don't blame the hunt service. I do just blame myself, because until I get fiber installed, it's going to be terrible. But I had something like 240 something, no, 280 something, because I wasn't allowed to pick Europe as my region. But my US East went down to like 50. Like, how the fuck is that working?
What?
How can I connect to the US East like perfectly, but not Europe?
Okay.
So I played a couple of games with Americans again. They were actually it was just fun playing with them. But yeah, it was so bizarre how like the hunt servers were just like, yeah, you can't play where you are, but here you go, have America.
Oh yeah. All right.
Up next, this person's quite fond in both our hearts because it is the Monroe twins.
Monroe. Yeah, memes and dreams, 100%. Yeah, he's meme and dream. I would not pick. Well, actually, that's a lie because I have picked Monroe. I like it because he's just fucking weird.
I tell you what,
He's yeah.
I was watching a video. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Nino, but he zoomed in through a Springfield, like just at a door. But do you know how like the doors are obviously open a bit, like ajar?
Yeah.
He went through the crack in the door and just seen Monroe's face staring back at him, and he actually shit himself. He like popped his head, but it was just like a terrifying face, just in the center of this crack in the door.
He's creepy. I don't know. I kind of like him.
But yeah, I think it has to be Memes and Dreams just for that day where we ran the same loadout on Monroe and just snuck around and just you popped.
That was so funny. We ran LaBelle and pistol.
Yeah.
I think it was I had chain pistol, but you had like Cold War conversion. So the same thing.
No, I think we went for the exact same loadout. So if we shot, it would be people would think, and we had the exact same skins.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We literally just went as twins.
The twin magic. Yeah, the twin magic.
We used some Bella magic just to fool people at Kingsnake Mine. You just snuck around the side and just popped them as
they
there.
were like, what? There's two of them. Oh, that was so good. That was so good. I'm so glad we got them to level 50.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll keep him in Memes and Dreams. This next one, I'm torn between could be better or Get Out of My Swamp, and it's mainly for his arm, and it's the Beast Hunter. I just don't like how padded his right arm is. The spikes come across your screen as you're holding any weapon. There's just spikes leaning across your gun. Like,
This character is he's totally get out of my swamp. What the fuck is this? Like, what? Why? Just what?
I get that it's meant to be the pattern, so if the dog bites, he sticks his arm up or whatever. I get that, but honestly, the spikes come across your screen
But he
as shit.
doesn't have a dog companion. He doesn't have a familiar or a pet or anything. He doesn't have it. So why? Why have? Oh, yeah. Okay. Why? No, get out of my swamp. If we had a lower tier than get out of my swamp, he would be in it.
Just a special one for him.
He's just one on his own. He is such a shit character. This must have been a temp, right? Who claimed they were like really good at art, and they love cyberpunk, and they just were like, oh, I know, I'll create this badass looking character with a fucking riot shield on his shoulder, and they're like, you do realize this is like a early 1900s shooter, right? You can't have it. That all they've done is just, oh, okay, well, it's made of wood or something.
It's made of wood and it's got rusty nails through it. That'll do.
Yeah, no, and he can't even use it. Why has he got nails on the fucking thing and he doesn't actually he can't melee someone with it? Like he still punches just like everybody else.
Yeah, I think if they had like no weapons in their hand, he should just like swing with his arm and like use his arm as his weapon
with the fucking nails. Like at least, oh no, get him out of here. He's one of the most pointless fucking skins. I've only ever fought against like maybe one or two people that are riding him. And
yeah,
I'm just like, why?
Yeah,
Tier 2 hunters can look better than this, and they have more, relevancy.
Yeah.
No, piece of shit skin.
Up next, the name that'll divide the internet and the hunt community, right down the middle. It's Cain.
Yeah, Cain. I'll fuck him off. No,
out of the swamp or memes and dreams or Bayou Legend. Is that where you want him?
No, he needs Don't fucking put him up there. He needs to get out of the swamp.
Yeah,
he's It's not okay. All right. Before you say your picks, I know exactly what you're going to say because you're probably going to say the same thing as me. It's not because he is basically in a ghillie suit, right? It's not that. It's the fact of he does, in my opinion, he doesn't bring the aesthetic of the game to the match. Like he doesn't like. I get where they're going. They're going on the Cain and Abel like biblical joke. I get it. They even spelt it the right way. But let's be honest, the hitbox, the way they've designed him means that they've done it on purpose. Every other character, if we look here at the screen, every other character looks like a humanoid.
Yeah.
Okay, some of them have hats, some of them don't. Some of them have masks, but they all have a humanoid shape. And as a species, we're trained to look for other humanoid shapes for threat assessment. But when Cain is in the game, because of that stupid fucking skull backpack, that he got from Hot Topic, right? He just needs to take the backpack away and just take his skull backpack off. Give him like a small, better backpack.
Yeah, I'd say that I just don't get, like, they said that they were going to make him brighter, and literally all they did was add like a little bit more of white paint to him and clean off some of the mud, and that was it. And it's like you still to this day get a Cain sat in a bush with a Mosin sniper.
Yeah.
Like if you're playing Cain, you literally have one play style, and it is I'm going to hide and I'm going to camp, and that is it. And you should be trying to not encourage people to just sit and do that sort of gameplay. Yes, the Spitzer ammo's in the game, sniping's in the game. You can't get rid of it, so people who run that have to sit back. They have to sort of stay still. Otherwise, you give yourself away. You're not going to win the majority of your battles in close range combat. But the fact that you've got a character that's literally, that, like you say, with the skull backpack, just blends in so effortlessly, and he blends into all 3 maps. Yeah. Yeah, Saber's just said he become the man for those to justify themselves to be toxic, basically. You just sit there and you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna sit back. That's it. This is my gameplay. And that's it. And I don't know. I just think that there's so many better skins, and it's the fact that you see so many Cains still to this day just proves the fact that they have not. Like, I don't want them to nerf them so hard into the ground that no one uses them, because then it's a paid for DLC. No one's going to buy this DLC if they just go, yeah, we're going to keep burying them. But they need to do something.
But then they've got characters like the Revenant, who is pretty much just like white, like I don't know. I just like he's the I don't know. They could just fix him a bit. Like I said, the hot topic skull backpack needs to go.
Yeah,
That like that he needs a more humanoid shape so that he's he's not as hard to see, I guess.
yeah.
Like yeah.
Uh,
It's not fair otherwise.
yeah. I feel like we could sit on Cain all day, but we'll move on to the next one, which is the Exile.
See, I don't
like the
have
shadow,
skin,
like the shadow event.
Yeah, I didn't. I think this is when I started playing. And yeah, I think this is when I started playing, and I like them. I think they're very cool. They're a very cool addition to it. I would say if I had them, they would probably go in solid choice for me. But I don't know. You own them, so what
Yeah,
do you think?
yeah. I'd say this one here for me is solid choice. I wouldn't say I do use this one a lot. There is one coming up that I use more, which I'd arguably put in top tier, and then there's 2 coming up which could be argued between the bottom.
Okay.
But so for that one, I'd say solid choice for her. She fits like the description well. The event was based on bringing the bow into the game, and basically, you've got cowboys and Indians now. There you go. There's your game. But yeah, for this one, I'd say the Exile is nice looking skin. Still plays well. I still use this one quite a bit, but yeah, there's 2 coming up which just no. But this one is not that one. This is the one that I actually use the most out of this, like the Shadow event, and it's the Third Son. And this one for me would be top tier, up there with the rest. And then just because this is the one I go to with this with the bow constantly. If I have a bow loadout, I will go for either the Exile or this one, the Third Son. But I like everything about this because again, it's not difficult to see. Bright blue, big feather in the head. It fits the description of what they've gone for well. But you can still be quite stealthy with your bow. So I'll stick that in top tier. I'm not going to stay on these for too long because I know you haven't got them. So then this one, the Teche Wraith, Tech Wraith, God knows. The Teche, answers on a postcard.
Yeah.
This one is even.
I do own this one, because it's the version that I bought.
This one was the BB one, I think, that came out with the event. I think that's why. I don't think this one.
The pack I bought came with.
Oh my! Oh, was this the kid? Did he come out with the kid? Maybe no, he didn't. I think he's not got DLC on him, so it's just a BB one. This one.
Yeah.
Because you've got it's not part of the the shadow or whatever it was, because they've all got that.
Yeah.
The
he
Dreamcatcher.
Oh. Yeah, he just reminds me of Johnny Depp's Tonto in Lone Ranger.
Yeah.
He's okay. He's not the worst, but yeah, I don't know. He's all right. I don't know. Could be better, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he could be better. It's just like you say, he blends in well under Cell. The Cell's quite a lighter map, so he does blend in on that one. Because he's got like the yellow sort of paint over him.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't know. I don't use him out of these the ones that all came out together.
See, I don't have the choice. You see,
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like, he's the only one I've got. So, but I would definitely use the others, rather than him. But it's not because of the paint. I'm not worried about being seen, because if I've put myself in a position where I can be seen, it means I'm trying to get to to engage a fight. I'm not
yeah,
I'm not trying to hide. Um, yeah, just I don't know. I feel like he could be I feel like he could be better. I don't know what it is.
yeah,
I mean, if he had a bit more to tanker about him, I think I'd probably pick him a bit more.
yeah, yeah. Possibly. It just looks like they. It almost looks like they went copy and paste on a few of them and just tried to change a couple of things on these because they were bringing out 4 or 5 skins at the same time, and they were just like, we need them because this was the first event which they did where
that's
they
a
did the
cool one.
split, the Wayfarer.
Yeah, that's a cool one. I like that one.
We could stick it up in solid choice with the other one. For me, it's I don't use this one as much,
Okay.
but still decent. Yeah, like I said, this is the first event where they went, you're going to go down 2 paths, and you either got to pick, like you could do both of them eventually, but it was either you went for the bow or you went for the throwing axes first.
Okay.
And most people did the bow, so I think the bow came with the third son. So I think maybe that might be why I prefer the third son, because it is literally the first one I got. Because you get the exile for getting the event.
Yeah.
But then the third son was on the bow. The Wayfarer was on the throwing axes side.
Okay.
But yeah, to me, I still think the third son's the best one out of the way. The design on them anyway. I'd say the third son is the best one.
Okay.
Up next is the kid.
Oh, he's a legend for me.
Running in double pistols. Billy the Kid.
Yeah.
They've brought Billy the Kid into the game.
Yeah, legend. How can it not be? How can he not be legend?
Yeah. No,
I can't even remember I can't even remember who he reminds me of, but he does.
Okay.
If you could have him, and you could have you could have him, and you could have the researcher goes Marty McFly and Doc Brown.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never actually thought of that, but yeah, that's something we can do. Hey, Sweets, thank you very much for the sub. And also, Taylor, thank you for following the YouTube side. For me, the kid, when he came out, that's all I used, because I think it was the kid when they brought out dual wielding.
I don't know.
Pretty sure. I don't want to. No, I'm not going to quote it, but
you've been playing this a lot longer than
I
I
know.
have.
I know. I think the kid is when they brought out dual wielding pistols. Think.
That makes sense.
But yeah, no, he has to be a legend out there.
He is legend. I love play. He is. See, this is what I mean. He's one of the ones that I would pick quite a bit.
Yeah.
If I was to go for a legendary, if I scroll along and I just happen to be like, oh yeah, why not pick a kid?
Yeah. So now we get into the interesting side of things, as we have the Headsman. This one, especially on night maps, he's on par with Cain. Just completely head to toe in black. Don't get me wrong, aesthetically he looks, well, he's a Headsman. You run an axe with him, which is what I did when he first came out. I was just ran a combat axe, started charging people. But at the same time, I can see why people get annoyed when it's just him sat in a bush again, because you can do that with him. I feel like these next two are going to be two of the most difficult ones to put into this tier list.
Oh, is the alligator after him, isn't
it?
Yeah. He's a free skin. It's literally a free pass for anyone that played the Halloween event to be able to not bitch about Cain.
Yeah.
So I would. I mean, the thing is, if we've put Cain in Get Out of My Swamp, then he needs to. Then him and the alligator. Well, actually, maybe not the alligator. The alligator probably could go in Memes and Dreams, I guess. Because alligator is not as hard to see as this guy.
Yeah. So do you reckon we go for Get Out of My Swamp for the Headsman as well? Again, just a bush Wookie.
You can't put Cain in Get Out of My Swamp and then not have the Headsman in there.
Yeah.
The,
And
the
then
reptilian,
the
he's actually
Reptilian's up
not
next as
that
well.
hard to be seen. He's harder to see in the daytime on this all
Yeah.
than anything
Yeah,
else.
he's got that sort of lizard. Well, obviously it's a crocodile, so he's got the lizard reptile sort of feel, which is the soul just screams where there'd be lizards and stuff running around.
Yeah, of course.
So it does fit in a lot more, like blend in a lot more on
Headsman's
that.
just weird. Like, I still sorry to go back to the Headsman, but I still think, and he is a free pass for people that were moaning about Cain.
Yeah. And it got to the stage, and I think like because they're not in order when the skins come out, but I feel like this was a stage where I was starting to get fed up of like the skins coming out from Crytek. It almost felt like at this stage between the Headsman and this one, because these definitely came out similar time. It felt like one, they were just reskinning old skins because the Reptilian is pretty much the Headsman, just with the different sort of textures on the cloak. But then you've also got what happened to faces? They just couldn't be asked to do an artwork on faces at this point. I'm pretty sure even the ones before were all wearing masks at this stage, or bandanas or something, just covering faces. And it was like, did you just get bored of doing them, or is there something wrong? Because
Well, we know for a fact that a lot of the we know that Black Coat, if you took the
the coat and the bandana, the hat and bandana is just Billy Story.
yeah. I mean, but they probably, but they probably are just using a tier 1 face.
You don't want this face on a hunter. Then you would need a bandana. But yeah, so we're going to go for memes and dreams for the Reptilian.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, he's like I said, he's not hard to see, really.
You sort of you do get him quite a bit, but I don't know. Again, it could be because we're just sat here while the event's about to come to an end, so we've had 60 odd days of people playing the same 4 characters.
Yeah.
Up next, we're going to go for a prostitute. It's Lulu, a lady of the night, according to her lore.
I'm indifferent. I don't hate her and I don't like her. She's okay. I mean, she's well designed. She definitely looks the part.
She stands out. She's got good lore, and the guns that came with her, which we might do we think we said we are going to do in a different video.
Yeah. I don't like her Derringer. The Derringer looks like shit. The knife's nice though.
Yeah. So where you want to stick Lulu? Are we going for a solid choice for Lulu? Because I don't think we can.
Where do I want to stick Lulu? I don't know. I mean, I think maybe solid choice.
Yeah,
but I don't use her. I just don't. There's so many other characters I'd pick before her.
I used her when she came out. Again, it's a Twitch drop, so whether she comes back or not is another story.
Yeah, I think I used her once I unlocked her, and then that was it.
A lot of people, when they've said that Billy Story's come back as a Twitch drop, a lot of people have been saying bring Lulu back. So I'm guessing a lot of people missed out on Lulu.
Oh, they probably did. Yeah, the people have started playing more recently, so
yeah. That's the only thing. I don't know. Like, I like the idea of the Twitch drops, but at the same time, the fact that you keep putting your game on sale, bringing events out that bring new players into the game, you don't bring these skins back, or you're just going to keep getting asked to bring these skins back. But then at the same time, I can understand the frustration from people that have already got Billy Story, and they're like, the next lot of Twitch drops is Billy Story again. Like, what are you doing for the old people that are still playing?
Yeah,
got that the first time. I can see it both ways, but yeah, it's. I'm guessing this next one is going in a top tier or higher because you've already mentioned it because you thought it was one earlier. It's Sophia.
Yeah, I would put her in legendary for me. I really like the skin. I think the lore is fantastic. The design is great. Yeah, I like playing as Sophia.
The guns that came with her as well. The dead eye. It's so nice with like the red sort of string just wrapped around it.
Yeah, the throwing knives are cool as well because they don't actually look like all the other throwing knives.
Yeah, a lot of detail went into her DLC or BB1. Again, it's weird because I thought this was a DLC, but there's no DLC sign on it. would suggest it was just BBs that you were used to buy her. I could have sworn she was a DLC character. But there you go.
Sophia.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because she came with all them weapons, didn't she? So she couldn't have been BBs. I don't know. Maybe
she was DLC. Yeah, you had to buy her.
Yeah. Doing this tier list has made me realize how much money I've spent on this fucking game. We've still got 2 rows of hunters to go through.
Oh yeah, it's okay.
So up next is the Gunslinger, who to me, when I was doing the screenshots of this game to make this tier list, which is available on Tier Maker, by the way. Shameless plug. No, you'll be able to download this. I've got it saved. I couldn't think of her name when I was doing like the headshots to get these photos, so I literally put down as the name on my in my files is the villain from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That's all I could see.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I could see.
I can't remember what she reminds me of. It's not that. I mean, not well. A bit now, but she's like, if you took the hat off, it would be Trinity, and I think that's what they were going for, because she's got the little round glasses and everything. I think they were like, oh, we can't. That's too obvious. I'll stick a hat on her. You know, no, she would be for me. See, this is the thing now. There's so many characters that we would pick that, like, she would be either top tier or solid choice for me. Either one of those. I quite enjoyed playing as her. I like the skin. I like I mean, but the bell bottoms are a bit weird. I will admit.
Yeah, I'd say for now we could always move her up. I'd say solid choice for now. We could always move her up if we get loads that suddenly want to go into solid choice. We can bump her up.
Yeah.
But we'll leave her there for now because I think this next one again is going to be a debate because we've had the Headsman and Cain, and although it's not the same, it's Sorrow, otherwise known as the Turncoat. He's definitely some sort of like highwayman. This is the. Well, it's.
Yeah. This is another skin I really like.
Yeah, I do like this one. I'd say, see, for me, this would be top tier or even legend. But I did use them a lot because this is again the last event. I can't remember what the last event was now. Because this one's been going on for so long.
It was the Traitor's Moon or something like that.
Was that the last one? I thought there was one before then. But yeah, the Turncoat is one of the ones that you could use in that.
He's quite recent. Yeah, the last event was like that Traitor's Moon. You had like the kid was one of the characters.
Yeah, and then because it was Traitor's Moon, then it's on the Serpent Moon. So the next one, some other sort of moon, Saturn's moons.
Kid, Turncoat. I can't think who else.
Pretty sure the Researcher was one.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, I don't know. That doesn't seem right. But okay, yeah. But yeah, Turncoat's cool. I like him. I like his aesthetic.
I'd say
it's like Reptilian without the cloak.
Legend or top tier? Which are we thinking?
No. I do like him. But would I pick him over? Would I pick him over the Mountain Man or Ronin or Sheriff Hardin? He's kind of on the same thing, but I don't know. It's your list, dude.
We'll go top tier for now. Then we'll go top tier.
Okay.
Because I think this next one argues a case to go in legend, just because of how different it is. It's the Devil's Advocate, aka Krampus.
Oh, me legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pick this skin any time of year. I don't give a shit if it's Christmas or not. I always pick.
Again, it's one skin that actually turns Hunt Showdown into a horror game for me. Like if I turn the corner and see that face looking at me, I'm letting out an audible scream. I
just love the fucking mask. I just love it. I think it's so cool.
It is, yeah. For me, he has to be in there. And I think we're going to go back to memes and dreams just because the next one is Hugh Jackman. was known as Steel-Eyed.
It is Wolverine, isn't it?
Yeah, it is Wolverine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He definitely memes and dreams. He does. He's not bad enough to go in Could Be Better or Get Out of My Swamp, but he's not good enough to go in solid choice or top tier. Especially with that stupid animation he does when you pick it, where he goes like, oh my god, it's so. Oh, it's like fuck it. It's just, oh my god, I can't. I just can't. Just
Yeah, there's quite a lot of memes in this load. Maybe that's what they went for when they went for their legends. So they're leading the pack at the minute.
yeah, but that's fine if that's what they're going for. Like, but go all in. If you're gonna do meme characters, like, oh, they could be, but they're not. Like, if you're gonna do that, just go all in.
Yeah.
Go all in on it and be honest about it. Don't be like, yeah, this is really cool character. He's called Steel-Eyed, because Wolverine has steel claws, but they're technically adamantium, and we got that wrong. But
yeah, adamantium eyes does not have the same ring to it. To be fair.
It doesn't, but then, like all the other characters have like they have their cool sort of intros or whatever.
That is just finger guns.
And then, you just got a guy going pew pew pew, like, yeah, you're a bit of a meme, aren't you?
Right up next, we have the Witch Hunter, used a lot recently.
Yeah, well designed, very cool, very different. I quite like it, regardless of the like the jet blonde hair. Oh, that's who it reminds me of. It reminds me of Spike from Buffy.
My one thing with these DLC packs, and I don't know how they would get around it, whether they either had to put the price up slightly or whatever. I know the prices can be a lot. Like I say, I've realised how much I've spent on this game looking at this tier list. But the fact that you've got a Witch Hunter, I really wish they made some sort of skin to be countering that, like some sort of like mystic sort of witch-esque, either in an event or because.
Well,
I know you've kind of got the I know you've got the
she's quite new, so
what's his name? The creator, isn't it? It is the creator. That's who the main guy is, who we learn more about slowly. That's sort of magic, but
yeah, I guess we're learning more about that. But I would say if you're gonna have a character to counter this one, you're looking at Weird Sister, Bone Doctor, Fearless, that sort of crew. But I mean, she's fairly new. Like, she's only been out a few months.
Unless maybe that's what they might do that for the Halloween event. You might get a witch's coven or something like that.
Yeah, maybe you don't know, and then it's come full circle.
Although saying that, I don't even know. At this point, we don't actually know if there's going to be a Halloween event because the event's still running currently for Serpent's Moon, which finishes.
There's only 5 days left or something.
Yeah, but then you've got a month till Halloween. Are they really going to just wait 2 weeks then stick out another event, or are people going to say that they're just after money at that point when they start slapping events out that quick?
But do you not think that this is their long-term plan?
I do think that Battle Passes going forward is going to be what they do, just really long events that stretch on. But I feel like if you're going to stretch on events, I don't think you can do them for one particular thing. Because like 60 days, you can't really do a Halloween event that goes on 60 days because that's Christmas by the time that finishes.
Yeah, but then that just leads into the Christmas event.
I
see what you're saying. No, I see what you're saying. They're probably going to have a small Halloween event, very much like the last one, with a small point total. Only
just 10,000 points lasts for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whatever it is.
Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks. You get some little skins and maybe a hunter if you're lucky. I don't know.
Yeah, if they do if they do one hunter, one weapon skin or something like that, and then you could always bring back for people to buy like the Headsman. You could bring back, maybe add the Plague Doctor to it, as you said. That's a Halloween type event, so they can still make money from the fact that they're bringing back old skins, as well as just adding like 1 or 2 new ones.
Yeah,
But I feel like the next thing that's going to drop is just going to be them Twitch drops because they've put it out now. So I reckon that'll be the Halloween stuff. Just going to be Billy's story coming back.
Okay.
I don't think we're
Yeah,
going to get a
that's
full
fine.
blown event, which is a shame because it was the first event they ever ran was a Halloween one.
I think they'll be missing I think they'll be missing a massive opportunity if they don't.
They still need to bring back. The servers will still go down briefly while they change the maps because they normally put
Yeah.
out like you've got the butcher with a pumpkin head and stuff like that.
Yeah, but they're things that have already been implemented once, so they can easily just change it. It'll take them an
Probably
hour.
be like an hour downtime or something while they switch that over.
Yeah.
But
Going back to what we're actually doing here.
Yeah. Say solid choice or
feels
top
out
tier.
Of place. She at this moment in time she feels really out of place.
So you want could be better then, but not to do with her skin, but more like where she is in terms of there's not much around her. No. So it could be better with the fact that if other people come in. Yeah, that works.
Yeah. She needs more because at the moment she kind of feels like she's dropped out of the Warhammer the universe into this one, and it's witch hunter. Like that's a pretty ballsy title to give someone where there's no witches to hunt.
Yeah. Like there could have been. Surely there was better names because the name of the DLC was actually really good because they came from Salem, wasn't it? But again, that just proves my point. It's the fact that they've called they came from Salem, but there was only one skin in that.
Yeah. So I've got a feeling that there's more, and it could be that could be the Halloween thing.
Yeah, they could get like a witch's coven coming in, and
but
you might have because you could always have it so you're destroying like I don't know because it wouldn't be pumpkins, would it? You could have like cauldrons or something like that around the place.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, but you got to remember as well. It's like, like with you said about they were choosing the paths.
Yeah.
Or you had to choose the paths for
the light, the shadow. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you could do the same thing. They could do the same. They've already seen that it works once. They could do it. It could easily do it again.
Yeah.
And have different witches, different witches skins.
I don't know how that works. I've never seen someone that actually failed to like complete that event. Like I wanted to make sure I completed it. So I don't know how it worked in terms of if you didn't complete. Because I imagine it's in the game now. So if you picked to go for the bow first, and you didn't complete both, you only completed one row. Does that mean you just never had the chance to get throwing knives or throwing axes? Sorry, or are they just implemented in the game? You can get them, can't you? And you didn't do that event. Yeah. So throwing axes are just so it didn't matter at the end of the day. It was just the skin you missed out on.
Became a tool.
So it was a weird way because that's how they did it. It was either bow or throwing axes. So I just wondered if you didn't do one or you only got one. But yeah, you can use the bow and the throwing axes, so that doesn't matter. So yeah, just come to everyone in the end anyway. So it was literally just the skins that you were trying to get. But up next is one which I can talk about, but a lot of people can't because of how rare it is, and I got lucky. The Bad Hand.
I don't give a fuck about this guy. even if I unlocked him, I wouldn't pick him.
I think I literally use him when people use the Reverend, just so I could be sort of like, oh, he's alive and one's dead, but like sort of thing. And I wind a lot of people up by the fact that I've got him. But yeah, I unlocked him. Like there was, I think I unlocked him on stream, and there was like visual fist. Like I started fist pumping. I got so excited when I unlocked him just because he was so rare. But I've used him like once or twice since. I don't think he deserves to be get out of my swamp, but he's got to be low down. So I reckon could be better. Is probably.
Isn't that amazing how we favoured the dead version of this character over the alive version?
Yeah.
I mean, that's cheap, isn't it?
Yeah. And the fact that he is so rare and people are like... the only thing you could say that's good about this is you don't need to spend money on trying to unlock this character.
No, yeah.
You get it through the game, but they've made him so hard to get. And it'll be interesting to see because, like, for me at this point, I've got all of the legends. I've got this legend. So Mr. Chari for me now is giving me money, upgrade points, or a random weapon. So at some point, you're going to get people that are like, well, can Chari not give out a different legendary hunter at this stage? Or something like that.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to take him off the market. which some people won't be too displeased about. But then, if you're a completionist that's been playing since the Mr. Chari came out and you haven't unlocked him yet, you're going to be pissed off if he ever just disappears.
Yeah.
Because it was something like, I'm guessing it was less than 1%, wasn't it? Chance of Chari giving you it.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, even if I knocked him, I'd be like, yeah, fucking cool. But apart from the one time you get him as a free character.
Yeah, I think the excitement of unlocking something so rare was what gave me like the fist pump of it, sort of like shriek, and then
as opposed to
this skin's cool. It's more I've just got something that's really rare.
Yeah.
But he stands out. He doesn't blend in as well as his dead skin because people can't mistreat him for a grunt. He is just a white shirt.
But he's so boring. It's like the reason why the Revenant is so interesting is because he's dead. He's supposed to be dead, shot, killed, comes back to life for some reason, and he's not a zombie. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's not a grunt. He's like come back with still a purpose.
Yeah, but his alive counterpart is just fucking boring.
I think in the actual video, it's another legendary hunter that shoots him.
Yeah, I think it's the turncoat.
Yeah, I think maybe like I wish there was something like I know there's no because it's obviously PvP, but like in his lore, like he's come back to get revenge on that.
Yeah.
Rather than that, they should have had something like that in just to make him a bit different. But yeah, the alive version, there's nothing special there.
No.
Apart from how rare he is, that's the only saving grace from.
Okay. Yeah.
But up next is the Hail Mary.
Okay, so right, cards on the table. When I initially saw her, I was like, "Oh, what the fuck? A nun?" I was like, "Oh man, this is fucking shit." Like, I was so nonplussed. Like, I couldn't care less. But I'm not gonna lie, since I've had her and I've played as her and I've seen her around a bit more, I'm like, actually, she's really cool. I've warmed to the skin. I think it's very cool. It's a very, very cool skin. In fact, I would say during this event, she's probably the skin I've played the most.
I think mine's the prescient in this event, but yeah, she's a very good skin.
I mean, aside from the president, you know, you got the president and then you've got her. It's like I kind of alternated between the two because the president is very, very cool as well. I don't know what it was. I think it was just because it was a nun. I was like, oh, a nun. I was like, really? You know, like,
you probably start comparing her though to the Reverend. That's the thing. You've already got this like holy sort of person in the game, and we hardly used him, apart from when you're like memeing as him. And this one actually stands out quite a bit more.
But she's cool though. Like he's just drawn on his face, you know. But she's got like the hat, then she's got the habit. I don't know what it's called. The head thing with the hood.
Yeah,
I think it's a habit. And she's got all that, and then she's got like the long coat and everything, and like she's pretty badass. Whereas the Reverend's just kind of like, yeah, I drew on my face with crayons.
So, are you wanting to go for solid choice or top tier?
Yeah, I had solid choice.
Solid choice.
Gunslinger, yeah, because they're kind of similar.
I'm gonna quickly move myself as well. We'll do it on the fly. Don't worry.
Okay.
Just because my
oh, you're covering it.
Yeah, I'm covering now.
Go down.
Myself down to the bottom
right corner. Yeah. 2 seconds. I just want to grab my water. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Fucking steam
here. We're nearly there. We've got about 12 to go. Right. Well, while Ryu's going to get water, I'll bring up the next one anyway, which is The Lonely Howl is up next. And I don't know where Ryu sits, but for me, he's up near the top. His skin looks amazing. The video that brought him into the game, the video package with him with the bow, again, fantastic. It's stealthy, but not as stealthy as like Cain or the Headsman because he has got that bright grey or whitish grey wolf pelt going across his shoulder. Sort of makes him stand out. But the rest of the skin design for me, this one is going to be up near the top tier or legend. I'll wait and see what Ryu thinks when he comes back.
I am back.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I just had to go to the other room to get my water, and then I ended up nearly trying to drown myself. So that works.
So, how much do you agree with what I've just said?
Yeah, he's cool. He's basically the male counterpart to Felis.
Yeah.
The mask is really cool. I mean, it's a bit grim if you think about it. It's a bit gross. Hope he cleaned it out. Otherwise, that's gonna sting. Yeah, he's a cool skin. He's very cool. I haven't really because of the event. He came out not long before the event.
Yeah, they were literally just before, or either right at the
Yeah.
start or just the week before the event started, I think.
Yeah. I haven't had a chance to play as him as much, but then when I've seen him out and about, he is very cool. But I think I think he'd be solid choice. Not necessarily top tier. Like I wouldn't pick him over, let's say, the the Krampus.
Yeah. The only thing is, I'd say he'd be top tier because of the other two that are coming. I think.
Oh yeah, they're Garbo.
Yeah. So I'd probably have him as the
All
best
right.
one of the lot for that. So I'd probably put him in
Okay.
top tier for this one.
Okay.
See, he is good. He's not as good as Fearless, but he's up there.
No. Yeah.
And then,
good skin, yeah.
so as I said, the next one up is Lunar Wolf, which is arguably get out of my swamp. That's okay.
That is just fucking shit, man. That is scraping the barrel. Like that's just such a bad skin. I've only seen 2 or 3 people use it.
Yeah.
And even then it was only because they were in a trio and they were all using the 3 skins. And they were like, "Well, you have to use that one because it's the only one left," Yeah, it's kind of like, you get given a hand me down that's been handed down twice already.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not the best skin. I don't even know. Yeah, you can't really improve on it that much. Just bin it off, get it gone, and that'll be.
Yeah, that was a waste of time for
Yeah.
the art department. They tried their best, but they really sort of went down the route of Borderlands here.
Then the next one is sort of lives up to his name and being dire because it's the dire wolf.
Yeah, he is straight out of Diablo.
Yeah.
He has come straight out of Diablo and been like, "Yeah, I killed Bale. I've killed all those guys. I fancy a new challenge." He's the druid from Diablo.
So
I just realised he's the druid. Sorry, go on.
Oh, you want to get out of my swamp, or could be better.
He could be better. He's not as bad as the Lunar Wolf. The Lunar Wolf with such a great name as well, Lunar Wolf. Yes, that's a good name. It's a good name for a character. Shame about the execution.
I think a few changes could help him. He just doesn't comparing it to the Lonely Howl. Yeah, like there's just
he's just do you know what he's like a budget mountain man.
Yeah.
He's the college department mountain man.
he's the bootleg version you get on the side of the street.
Wish.com.
Yeah. I ordered the mountain man from Wish.com.
Oh, yeah, you got the dire wolf.
Oh, but yeah, no. Like now that I've seen that, they need to do some works around him, but they could bring him back, I'd say.
I think this is what happens when the art department is under pressure to release a group.
Yeah.
Because they have to all have something in common, which is fine. But if literally the only thing they have in common is an animal, you've got very little to work with there. At least if they all had the mask, but they like how they look now. Okay, so you got the one with the hood, you got the one with the wolf head, you got the one with tusks on the side of the face for some reason. if you then gave if you gave them just the muzzle mask each, they would probably look much better. They would probably be a lot cooler.
Yeah.
No, and then the intro for one of them is they just start going like, you're not actually a dog, you know.
I smell the bayou.
Smells like shit. Like, yes,
it smells like rotten flesh. That could be the grunt over there. That could be that one.
Well played. Yeah. Thank you, Captain Hindsight.
Right, we'll go on to Sergeant Bridgewater.
Oh wow. Okay, your bit rate just tanked for a second.
Oh, sorry, it's Sergeant
Yeah,
Bridgewater.
he's legendary.
Straight up at the top.
Oh my god.
I'm not.
Dude, I'm sorry. Your Discord is hurting, bro.
Oh yeah, Discord is. I was going to say everything else is fine. I've got like green connection.
Yeah.
Everything else.
It's okay now. But yeah, he's legend.
Yeah,
he is such a good skin. He is clearly a character that somebody has seriously spent a lot more time on. Like the aesthetic, the design, the simple things, the bandage, the hat on his back instead of on his head. You know, yeah, he's a fantastic character. Yeah, definitely a legend.
Okay.
Which makes me feel bad now because I've put so many characters that I would class in the same as top tier, but okay. It's fine.
Right, up next we have Hacksaw Jack.
Yeah, I fucking love these two. The other one that's coming. I fucking love this. This is top draw for me. I would definitely put them in legend or at least top tier. Like, I don't know. I think it's just so good. It's such a good skin.
Yeah, I'll go legend. It does look very good. And I'll bring in the other one then because we spoke about them briefly. They come together. Private Eye is the other one.
Yeah.
Which are we putting them both in legend together?
I mean, yeah, I can put them both in legend or both in top tier. Whatever you're more comfortable with.
I will say now that I've seen this list and we've got Hackshaw and Private Eye, I do think that the Sheriff needs to move up a row.
Okay.
I do think the Sheriff needs to come in up to legend as well because it's sort of he is with these three. I think you could make a great team with these three and as like your sort of police and the bay as you go around. I think we will move Sheriff up one run.
Yeah. Although, you know what I said earlier about them trying to sort of get Morpheus, Neo, and Trinity.
Yeah.
They've almost done it. They've almost got it now with Hacksaw Jack and Private Eye being Neo and Trinity. They just need a Morpheus. Well, I mean, look at them. Take the hats off, shave his beard off, and he's pretty much Keanu Reeves. Well, I mean, unless you're going with the John Wick Keanu Reeves, then you can leave the beard. Just take the hats off. She already looks like Carrie-Anne Moss.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I see it. Yeah, I think that them pair together with the lore, everything about them, they're both straight up there. Two very good skins. The next one is almost could be seen as a Christmas skin as such. It's the Spirited, which is I don't know where to put him.
The alcoholic father.
Yeah.
I think it's a novel idea. I think this is more of a meme. Definitely, he definitely belongs in memes and dreams.
When you use the broken glass knife with him as well, I feel like it should be.
Like he seems like a lot of fun. He just like if you're gonna role play, like if you're gonna pretend to be drunk, or why pretend, you know, like. But yeah, he seems fun. His Winfield's really nice.
Yeah. And then we'll move along because we're nearly at 2 hours for this. It's going to be a long video.
Okay.
We'll move along to the Prescient, or the President, as we've been calling her.
The President. Yeah, she I think she needs to go into the legendary or top tier at least.
I'd say top tier for now. I think we've just taken off the fact that because if it wasn't for the event, would you be using her as much? The event is.
Would, no, she's cool. She reminds me of a blade singer from War. I mean, you probably have no idea what that is, but
Yeah, no, it's I see it. I just think that we'll put her up near the top of top tier.
okay.
But
All right.
I think just because of the event, for me, I don't know how much I'll use it after the event when I see some of the ones up there, because not the same design, but out of the pair of them, I'd always go to the Prodigal Daughter over Prescient.
That's fair enough.
I
really like the big coat she's got, like with the big lapels. Like,
yeah,
I really enjoy that. It's almost like it's not actually her coat. Like she's borrowed it or stolen it. Like I quite like that.
yeah. And up next, I'll bring all 4 of them up because we've got the new Viper 4 stage.
Oh, he needs to get out of the swamp except for stage 3. Stage 3 is a meme, definitely for me. Stage 3 is a meme, but the rest of it needs to get out. What terrible skin. What a awful skin. Why make a character look like Ben Kingsley and then put a basket on his face?
This is going to get rid of the current tier, I think.
Mask at the end.
The current tier may disappear, yeah. That's okay. The current, just on stream, the current tier's disappeared now, so we won't be able to tell you what we're actually on because we've gone down a row. But that was always going to happen on one of these rows.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I agree. I think it's been a terrible event skin for their longest event.
It's a novel idea. The idea is fantastic. Have a hunter that evolves as the thing goes on. Like the further you get, the skin evolves. Right. But the basket face is a meme because like Savers just said, I don't understand why they cover his face with because it's a joke.
No, I can be bringing it back down to like seriousness. The whole point of the tier 3 skin is the mask that he's wearing is a genuine mask that they wore back in the day, but it was beekeepers, so that was an original beekeeper mask. So you will be able to see through it. It's like a mesh, but that is the original beekeeping mask. So it is designed. It's not just a random, we're going to stick a basket on his head. There is some sort of thought behind it. It is a beekeeper's head.
No. You see, you're reaching into reality. You have to remember this is a game about zombies and other weird shit. That is not a beekeeper's mask. That's the bottom of a basket. And he's looking through it with absolute precision. That reminds me that skin. Oh no, I've ruined it for myself. That skin looks like a foreskin. But it also looks like a droid from Star Wars. It looks like a droid as well.
Whenever you use that now, it's literally just a foreskin, just a running foreskin. It's just.
Okay. Yeah, that's what it is.
And for Kresh, she's right there. She's in solid choice.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, sorry, Kresh. Yeah, she's there.
Right, we're getting to the very end of our stage, but the rest of them I agree, all in the get out of the swamp. We didn't need them, apart from foreskin men.
The worst one is the 4th one. That's my gripe with this new skin is that the 4th one looks like Greedo from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Or some people have referred to him as Yoda. I can see it.
For me, one of the things that really doesn't make sense, and I know it's a game, and I know I'm looking far too much into this, is someone that is fond of animals. I'm not sure how correct I am, but the snakes look like black mambas that are coming out of the basket. Okay. They might not be, because they wouldn't be in Louisiana, I don't think. Or
I don't know.
But his loading thing is he gets it to come out and just bite his wrist. And then he just gets high off it. If that bites you, you're dead in about 30 seconds. You are dead. There is no stopping it. A black mamba bite will kill instantly. Yeah. There is and he's just like, yeah, I'm getting high on it. That's
Yeah. Oh man, he's Hunt Showdown's heroin addict.
But no, I definitely think that the
He to be
skins have just
fair
been
though,
terrible.
like he might to be fair, he might be speedballing, and he's like jacking himself up with like 5 or 6 like anti-venom shots, and then he lets it bite him and it mixes and creates like a cocktail of drugs in his system, and he is just having a good time.
But
Yeah, it's
yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah. For the longest event, I think they could have done a bit better on the skins. But there you go. We're asking too much. Right. No one can see this now, so I can't put it in the current one. But the next one is the Daughter of Decay, the new sort of like
I
scarecrow
haven't played
owl.
with it or seen it enough. I like it. I do. I think I would put it in one of my solid choices, to be honest.
Yep. Yeah, I'll go with
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I think it has a lot of promise to be a very, very, very good skin. I especially like the sort of the owl, like the mask with the little tree horns out the side. We're kind of reaching into pagan territory now, paganism.
Yeah.
With the sort of imagery that we're using here, which is not a problem. I have no issue with that. I think it's cool, but they need to remember that this, like, they've got to remember this is Louisiana, 1890s. You know, they can't start. They can't have a character that basically looks like Macbeth. You know, like, or you know, they can't start reaching into other, they can't have a Lord of the Rings style characters because it's just not going to fit.
Yeah.
So they got to be very careful where they go with the next load of DLC characters.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the next DLC character, it's the last one on the list because it has got a face there. No one's been able to use it because it's not out until the end of next week, I think. 27th, is it? I think it comes out.
Gimp.
The the
Yeah. Oh my god. Why?
penitent? Penitent?
I don't. Whatever.
The penitent.
Patient.
They-
the patient. I
Yeah.
don't know.
But if you haven't seen it, it's kind of like the nurse from Dead by Daylight. It's just
Is that what you referred it to? Okay. The
uh,
dude's got a bag on his head, whips the shit out of his own back, and he wants to whip everybody else. He's basically a gimp.
yeah. So we have no idea where to put this one because it's not officially out, but it's in the game. So
the very, very little of it that I've seen, I would probably say he's going to be a meme character because you're just going to have people running around singing like the Rocky Horror Picture Show songs, or you know yeah, oh, I told you it's Voldo from Soul Calibur. I told you. I think this is Bizarro land for skin. Like, I can't even say Get Out of the Swamp, and I certainly can't say Could Be Better.
yeah, so we have to leave it at memes dreams. We don't know if it's going to be a
Yeah.
solid choice or top tier. People are going to run it as soon as it comes out. Everyone's going to be using it
Yeah.
because it is just bizarre,
Yeah,
and the
it's just
event will
so
have finished by the
fucking
time
weird.
that skin drops.
Yeah,
But
it's good. Oh my god! Imagine they bring out a fucking master skin for it.
the gimp
Someone
and
who's in charge of the gimp.
the sub and the dom, what a team!
Yeah.
The sub, the dom, and the foreskin. What a
Oh my
trio you've got
god.
going around.
Oh my
But
god. Well, who knows?
that brings us to the end of the list. I've got no more.
I think that's a fair list.
Yeah.
I don't think we've been too generous. I think we've been
I will just
very critical.
switch this off for a second so you can see that we have got the Viper's head behind me. So that is also down there.
Yeah, Yoda.
Yoda is down there.
Fucking Yoda down there. Oh, dear, oh dear. I think I don't think I would. Yeah, Turncoat's not enough to be legendary. Neither's the Mountain Man or Bone Doctor.
Yeah.
The president's cool, but she's not legendary status. I don't think we've been overly critical. I mean,
No.
it could be better. Is for obvious reasons. It's not always that the skin is bad.
It's just
not
you
always
you
that-
could do better than using them skins. They're not the ones you
Yeah.
jump to straight away.
No, not unless you're running a group skin. Like if we all like, okay, if I was playing with you and you were like, oh, I'm gonna pick the third son, I would have to pick that guy because I don't have the others.
Yeah,
But I wouldn't grudge it. I'd be like, yeah, okay, fine, let's do it. But if you picked oh, I don't know, like let's say you picked Monroe, then I can literally pick anyone else,
mm,
unless we were memeing it. But I could literally pick anybody else.
yeah,
That's the difference because but yeah, the ones in could be better. It for most of them it's an aesthetical thing,
yeah.
but
Like,
for a couple of them it's not aesthetic. It's more their place in the world.
yeah, like you said, there's a few there which are like, especially this towards the end. Like, if you have the direwolf here, you would probably just go for the lonely howl. There's people better. For
Yeah,
me, if I was going for this one, I'd just go for the third son or the exile or even the
yeah,
wayfarer. I wouldn't go for that one. For Zhong, you would probably go for. I know they're different. Let's not get into that category, but you'd go for the sovereign or up there. You wouldn't.
yeah,
It wouldn't be
yeah.
a default for that sort of
No. I would pick North Star, Sovereign, Ronin, or the other one. Forget.
dead blessing.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just you'd
Yeah.
pick all them over Zhong. You
Yeah.
wouldn't. It's not that they're terrible. It's
No,
just
he's just a very bland, very non-legendary
and
skin.
it's similar to like the black coat. Like if I had him unlocked, I'd always go for Billy. If I wanted to play that sort of skin, I'd go for Billy every day over the black coat.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I
Uh,
agree.
and would be better than Night Seer is only there just because the Night Acolyte. you, you can't really do much better because it's down there. But you'd pick
No.
literally anyone else. I think at that stage, if it
Yeah.
wasn't for the event, I don't think we'd see as much of the Night Seer as we are.
No. No.
The only thing left to do, which is what we said we'd come back to right at the start of this list, because they were at the start, is there either of these, Billy's story or the Phantom, that you want to bump up to top tier? Now that you've seen the list,
No.
the,
Still.
you happy with
I
where they
would
are?
still. I would still pick anyone in the Legend or top tier over Billy Story and the Phantom. I would.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that,
I can't see myself picking anybody in that solid choice tier over the other two tiers. And
yeah,
I know there's a lot. You said, well, there's a lot of choice there. It's like, yeah, but yeah, I just wouldn't. I don't know. They that would be like if we're doing it. So you've got legend tier would be first picks. Second tier would be secondary picks. Solid choice would be the third tier pick. So they would be like your third pick. And then memes and dreams is a null and void
yeah. It's
secondary
basically
because
that's a category of
that
its own. If you want to run one of them, your
yeah,
whole team's probably running one of them.
yeah. And then there's could be better, which you wouldn't choose to run. And then there's get out one which you just won't run ever. So yeah, I personally I would not. I don't like the Billy Story skin that much to make it any higher than it is. And the Phantom, he could almost be. He's lucky he didn't get dumped into memes and dreams because he technically is, but he's actually quite he's that much better than the memes and dreams. Just a bit much better that he needs to be in the solid choice because he is a good skin. But yeah, he came in quite early, so I think if he came in a bit later, I might have changed my mind. But
Yeah, Crush is saying that we should have had Hillbilly in the top tier.
what does
Um,
Crash know with his fucking negative KD? Don't talk to me,
yeah,
Crash.
so we'll end the video here. So
I'm
thank you for
joking.
thank you
I'm
for
joking.
joining me, Ryu.
No,
Remember,
it's alright, mate.
if you've managed to get this far into the video, remember we did say if there's 15 likes, Ryu would do a 5-hour stream where he only ever played the Hillbilly or Redneck.
If the video gets 15 likes, I will. But Ben has to buy him for me though. 'Cause I don't own him.
That's fine.
Okay. All right, that's a deal. You heard it, folks.
Yeah, 15 likes, he'll do a 5-hour stream only playing that character. We might even get you to just get Tomahawk and start yeeting a pitchfork at people. Just scream and get off my swamp. Just yeet in there.
We'll try. We can try. We can try. I haven't actually got a pitchfork kill yet, so
yeah. But yeah, right. Thank you for joining me. I'll end the video there.